Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to the GrayZone with Ali Manzoor, a show where we challenge assumptions, stereotypes, viewpoints on various complex issues, and hopefully foster critical thinking. We're living in a world where influence has become a profession and attention has become a currency. Joining us today is Samiah Ahsanuddin Hamdani. She's a licensed digital creator, a voice of authenticity in the digital world. She's 40 plus and a mother of three, mashallah. She's Cambridge educated, worked for Connect College, Beacon House head office, as well as Khan University. She's the visionary behind Samiah Simple Stories, which has over 70,000 subscribers. She's also worked across brands, mall, fashion, hospitality, consulting, and so much more. So Samiah, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Ali. Thank you.
According to a Mercer 2023 report, Dubai ranks as the top most expensive countries for expats in the world. There's a perception that if you made it in Dubai, you've made it in life. Do you think it's true, or is that like a dangerous illusion?
Somewhat true. Somewhat it is true, because if you have done well in Dubai, then you're doing well everywhere. And for most people, if you are earning in Dubai, to answer your expenses and the most expensive place in the world question, yes, Dubai is not a cheap place. But saying that, people like us have a normal life. Like you have a normal life in Karachi, we have a normal life. The conception of being all bling and la-di-da and all of that, that is there. But for normal, regular people, it's a very normal life also.
So would you agree that if you made it in Dubai, you made it in life?
Yes.
You would?
I think so.
There are various kinds of influencers. Nano that have between 1 to 10,000 followers. Micro that have 10,000 to 50,000 followers. There's mid-tier that has between 50,000 to 500,000 followers. And then there are top that had 500,000 plus followers. So tell us, how does an influencer make money?
You have to work really hard. Some people think that influencing is just like, you smile, put up a picture and that's it. Look nice, get free stuff. Nothing is free. There's no free things in life.
There's no free lunches?
There's no free lunches, not at all. So everyone, a lot of people say कि तुम्हें तो कपड़े मिल रहे हैं, तुम तो कितनी खुश हो कि तुम्हें नए कपड़े मिल रहे हैं. People don't realize behind those new kapras, when someone gives me a new outfit and I have to style it, there is the makeup, there is the hair, there's my time. Most important is the time. You get ready, it takes time to get ready. And like you just were talking about, when you put up a feed or you put up a reel or a post, you have to edit it, you have to shoot it, you have to edit it, then you have to put it up. There's a lot that goes behind closed doors that people don't see. They just see that one nice picture, right?
So it's like a 20-second ad.
There
are hundreds of hours behind a 20-second ad is what we say in advertising, right?
100%.
So,
and nothing comes easy also. So I have been working at this for the last 6+ years now. I started just before COVID. So obviously I started from one follower also, and it's been growing slowly and steady, and it's all organic. That's why I haven't got into the hundreds and thousands and million yet. But I mean, some people are lucky. They do something which the audience loves. So I'm not taking away from people who've done super well also, mashallah. But I think 3-4 things really work well as an influencer, in my opinion. One is food videos. One is makeup videos. One is silly videos. And one is crude videos.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You look at the videos you see every day also. The funny ones are things going wrong, your kids saying some bad words, or someone saying something silly. Then there are the crude ones when you are maybe abusing and doing the stupid, really like that kind of stuff. Cooking videos do really well because a lot of women who don't working from home, they're seeing new recipes, they want to, that makeup, because everyone wants to look beautiful now, right? So that also does really well. So
according to Statistica and Influencer Marketing Hub, the global influencer marketing industry is worth over 20 billion. When you started, did you see this as a career, or did it just happen by accident? I want to know the story behind.
Okay, so it did happen by accident. It wasn't planned at all. I was, when I moved from Pakistan to Dubai, I was doing clothes actually, coincidentally. and doing pretty well because I wasn't doing them in the local market. I was sending them to America and Canada. I had clients abroad. And I did the Apna conference clothes show there, and I did two shows, and I did really well. I was sold out. When I moved to Dubai, I wanted to do something like the Apna there. But when I moved there, I realized there are a lot of people doing similar stuff, like these multi-brand exhibitions. Okay. So I joined one after settling in. After 2 years, I had a baby then. And I joined as a marketing and PR person, and they hired me because they wanted me to introduce them to the designers in Pakistan. A lot of them are my friends. Saying that, cutting long story short, worked there, learned the ropes. There I saw the influencers, how they were marketing and all. And it had started, I think 2014, 12, 14, influencers had come into the picture, but not as much. 15 onwards, I think there was a growth in this field. Marketing went into influencing. That's when I picked up that, and I found that I'm confident enough, so I can do this. And I didn't know, when I started my page, I didn't know where I was going. I would pick up stuff and I'd put some fashion show, I'd put this and that. It wasn't about me, it was more about others' things that I was portraying. But slowly I realized that I have the confidence to talk in front of a camera, in front of, people. So I'll start there. And
so were you a public speaker when you were in school or something? I mean, is there
not really, but I've always been a confident person. And I have
dramatics or something. Usually there's a backstory to...
No, I think that was just the confidence my parents gave me. Thanks to them that I'm this confident person. When you come from a secure background, a secure home, confidence just comes. So I'm a middle child. A lot of people say middle child में ये होता है वो होता है. मुझे तो लगता है middle child जो होते हैं वो सबसे ज़्यादा successful होते हैं in many things.
Stable and grounded also, I think.
100%. Yeah. They ऊपर से भी जूते खाते, नीचे से भी खाते, वो भी like that. I'm like cool. and I have learned to love myself the most. So I am my favorite person. Okay. I don't care what others think of me. And that's not happened.
So would you say you're self-obsessed?
No, it's just the confidence that I don't care what others think of me. It's their opinion, so it's their thing, right? Yeah. My opinion of me is because I know myself. Nobody knows me better than I know myself, right?
So someone told me this, I am me and I am enough. So,
I'm my favorite.
Anyway, so we were talking about this, and I'm going to repeat this here, that people think it's easy. Just post pictures. But research by Goldman Sachs called the Creator Economy Report shows that only top tier, about 1 to 3% of creators make sustainable income. What separates that 1% from everyone else?
They will give it their full. That they will show every single day, every moment with their entire families and everyone around them. See the most famous creators. If you know a couple of them, I'll show you the ones.
Educate me, tell me.
Okay, I'll tell you the ones about the Dubai ones because I'm very familiar with them more than anyone else. So there are 4 or 5 of them there. They will show why they are super successful because they'll show their everyday things. They may not show 90% of their lives, but in the 10% that they're showing, they'll show their husbands, their kids, what they're doing, vacations, this, that. And they'll be very blunt. There's no diplomacy there. There are a lot of black and white there. They are the ones who people will follow because they're showing everything. In my blog, I am successful in a different category. Monetarily, I may not have made it like these people have. I'm not in that 3% who are the super successful ones, even though I am in my own eyes. Monetarily, I'm talking about. Those are the ones because when you show everything in your life, it's a different ball game. Okay. And people will follow you.
So Samiah, I'm going to put a twist to this. You're saying sharing every bit of your life or sharing most of your life. Many people say that then that doesn't leave any private moment, right? Any husband-wife moment, your wife gets you flowers, your husband bought you flowers, you've gone somewhere for private dinner. So don't you think that is somewhat...
Like I said, Ali, that's each to their own. But that sells, right? That is something people are curious. My viewership in Pakistan when I'm here goes up exponentially because I'm here from Dubai. I'm showing people Lahore or Karachi or Islamabad, people who are expats and moved out. They miss home. They want to see, they're curious. They want to see the roads. When I show the roads, I went up to Daminico in Islamabad. They're like, oh my God, Margala Hills. I got messages. Oh my God, I grew up here. In Lahore, I'll show Liberty Market and they're like, hi, hum chudiyon pe Eid pe wahan jaate the. Okay. So, people...
So you think you have a nostalgic connection that is creating that bridge, so to say, with people who are not here? Or if, let's say, if I'm missing Dubai,
Yeah.
And because I live here and I see it, I'm like, oh my God, this place is still the
And
same.
Samiah
it's
showing Dragon Mart. Oh, Dragon Mart
Yeah.
mein mil raha hai. Next time you're
Yeah,
going,
and
like,
it's been
you
ages
tell
since
your
I
wife
went.
that, okay,
Last time I
सुनो
went,
यार,
whatever, right?
Dragon
So,
Mart में ना ये bathroom की ना ये fittings यहाँ सस्ती मिलती हैं, यहाँ चलो Samiah ने दिखाई थी. And I'll have screenshots of people. They'll have कि Samiah ने एक दुकान दिखाई है in सतवा जहाँ पर ये chantilly lace साड़ियाँ मिल रही थी discount पे. So things like that. Whatever I show is information giving.
Okay, there's a lot we don't see: burnout, pressure, comparison. There's a study by Linktree called the Linktree Creator Report 2023, and it highlights that 59% of creators reported burnout at some point. Have you ever had moments where this career that you felt it's not worth it?
Yes, I did. And I had it very recently, actually. Ammi was not well for the last 3 years and then she passed away. While she was unwell, there were many moments when I'd come to Lahore and I would not even want to be on the gram. I did take, it was like a 3-year break or a 2.5-year break that I actually took. I would be back and forth. But when I was in Lahore, it was all about her. So there was no showcasing nice clothes or anything. It was her. I'd put up a hand of hers with my hand and
Yes, I
ask for
know.
duas. But no, that's when it was. I was like, is this even worth it? What I do? Forget it. Dafa karo. You're in such a. It's a. I guess we all, like I keep telling everybody on my gram also, Ali, we all go through a lot behind closed doors.
Yes.
And that is what's not seen on the gram with the creators, all the creator, my entire fraternity. We don't tell that because everyone wants to show a happy everything and everything's perfect in this end. My blog, why people like it a little more, and there are a lot of others who are now also doing the same thing, is we show our emotions. We show when we're upset, maybe, or where things are going wrong, because it is the reality.
Would you say that you're more realistic and relatable, and you're not just always happy, bling, gold,
No, yeah,
nice car,
100%.
nice house, nice food, and that's.
And this is not me saying it only. This is hundreds of people who have approached me at different various times in the last couple of years and said this, that you are very natural. You even show कि आपके बाल गिर रहे हैं तो आप तेल लगा के आ गई हैं और आपने आपको but they are also shocked कि आपको बुरा नहीं लगता आप ऐसे आ जाती हैं. And I'm like, it's okay, we're all like that. Like आपने
So
तो
we're all
गंदे
human.
कपड़े
No one
पहने
was
हुए.
born perfect, and no one is going to die perfect, right?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And at the end of the day, Ali, the more real you are, the more endearing you are to people.
I think it's the real that makes you relatable. And
Yeah.
if you were to ask me what is that secret formula, just be you and just be real. If you want to
100%.
make it in this influencer world, and you will
100%.
be
100%.
likable
100%.
and
100%. 100%.
So, do brands control influencers more than audiences realize? How much of what you post is you, and how much is strategy or obligation?
The brands who approach me, a lot of them are fashion or they are children related, because I have children, like tuitions. And I've worked with, I think, about 2,000 brands now over the last 6 years. But a lot of them ask you to do something because they know it's going to be a part of what you do. Like, my all the collaborations I do, yes, they may have a kind of a script that they want us to put across to the audience, but it will be in my style. I'll give you an example. Recently, I was doing an online tuition center. They wanted to be. My children are there. My children take tuitions. My audience has children who have. So in my way, I had portrayed what these people do. And I'm sure they got some clients and
So
all.
let me rephrase something. I'm sorry to cut you, which is, have you ever said no
Yes,
to a brand?
I have.
Okay.
I have.
And have you ever said yes because the money was too good to say no?
I have. I'll be honest. I mean, sometimes, even though इतने ज़्यादा कभी पैसे मिले ही नहीं अभी तक, मगर once there was a thing, but I tweeted it. I told them that yes, you're paying me really well and I'm going to do it. But in that, they'd asked me to praise their product to no end. And I said, I can praise it to the amount that I think would be good and let me use it a week. And it was a good product. So I did share it. But I've never been paid 25,000 dirhams and told कि अच्छा इसको बहुत अच्छा कहना और इसको बहुत बुरा कहना. So I mean, I've not been given that amount ever to be, I think, to make that decision of to lie for anyone. I would not lie. I don't lie. As a rule, I don't lie. So on my gram, तो बिल्कुल भी ना करूँ मैं.
Many young people want to become influencers. Statistically, however, most won't succeed. Would you recommend this as a career path? And what common mistakes are what beginners make that kills their growth very early?
No, I think you should have a job, or you should have enough income. Even if you don't work and you have income coming from somewhere, you should have a steady income coming from somewhere else when you get into this, because like you said, the statistics of 1 to 3% who are going to make
Yes.
it, everyone's not going to be in that category. So and if you're running a home, or if you're going to be sharing the home or your expenses with your spouse or with your partner, you need to have a steady income coming. My income, alhamdulillah, my husband has a good job right now, so he can sustain me. My income is very sporadic. It comes monthly. Maybe some months I make good money, some months I don't make any money, and many months I don't make money. So like the last 2 months now, zero. Because of that, it's not कपड़े आ जाएंगे, कपड़ों पे maybe I will not have to spend, but कपड़ों से kitchen नहीं चलता, right? So it's not sustainable if you are not in that, if you don't have a backing or you have a steady income. So I would recommend anyone starting, keep your job, whatever you're doing, start it as a side business, and if you mashallah get successful, then you can think about.
Okay, so I'm going to take this question a little further. Then, what's that common mistake that beginners make that kills their growth instantly?
A lot of them try to buy followers. They
Okay.
they don't let it be organic. And when brands are looking for paid collaborations or anything, they have apps which can tell that you have bot followers or you have real followers. So they won't come and pay you. They may give you free things, and if that's what you want, then it's fine. But then that's not your growth, right? In anything in life, you have to grow slowly.
Yeah.
People want a quick start and they want a quick jump. They want to be like kids want to be these generation coming. They want to be rich quickly. They want to skip the education and just.
So the term is instant gratification.
Instant
We've entered an
gratification.
era of instant gratification where we want everything now, in the now.
And it doesn't happen. That's not reality.
Reality isn't in the now, right?
Reality is
you have to
lots
put
of
in the
chapering,
hours.
lots of hours, lots of heartbreaks, lots of failures, and then you become successful. So it's not, everything doesn't come on a silver platter.
All right, so I'm going to quote Zig Ziglar. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. If someone watching this wants to start today with 0 followers, what are the first 3 things they should do in the next 30 days?
They should have a plan. They should have a plan from A to Z, what they want to do, right?
Okay.
A strategy.
First, plan and strategy.
A plan strategy. Second, if they're going to be an influencer, then they need to know which area of influencing they want to be. They want to be a food blogger, they want to be a travel blogger, they want to be a lifestyle blogger. They need to know their area.
Identify your niche.
Identify your niche and the area that you want to go.
All right.
Okay, that's the second thing. And third, you have to have patience.
Okay.
Which people don't have, but that you need to have patience to grow slowly.
Okay.
And advertise yourself. You have to tell your friends, don't be shy.
So when you say advertise yourself, you mean to say spend money on advertising on Facebook, Instagram, social media, TikTok, YouTube, wherever it is that your presence is?
And start it on all your, one other thing is which I didn't do and I think I should have, and I should recommend this, is start your page on all these different platforms.
Okay.
And put everything every day on all of them.
So be an entity on multiple platforms?
Multiple platforms.
Okay.
That is a very important thing, that if you start doing that from the beginning, it goes a long way.
Okay.
Yeah.
But don't buy followers in the process, you're saying?
Don't. That would be, because whoever you work with, they have apps to track that.
Okay. So 5 years from now, do you think influencer or content creator will still be a dream job?
I think it will, because everything has gone, but because of AI that is coming up, it's taking over so much that now it's mind-boggling what is going to happen. Now even when you pick up your phone and you're scrolling in the evening, when I'm doing my scrolling, there are times that I can't pick up or differentiate what is AI and what's real.
Yes.
There are things which are doing, they're brilliant AI reels and things.
From train crashes to accidents to so many things, and you're like, oh my God.
Skincare, like the other day there was a skincare woman and my daughter's like, Mama, this is AI, don't you know? And I was like, no. And it was actually.
Yes. Yes.
So AI is taking over the world and I don't know what's going to happen.
Okay. So Samiah, if Instagram disappeared tomorrow, what would you do without it?
I've not thought about that, Ali, by the way. But if it did, I've gone into real estate now also.
Oh,
So, and
really?
I've joined a company and I'm doing that. Plus, I've got a consultancy where I'm doing other stuff. So, I think maybe I'll give more focus to that then. So, I have a backup. I'm doing also cheese boards. So, there's a lot of work I'm doing apart from my Instagram. So, I think that would get more attention than this. Because this does need a lot of work every single day.
So, Samiah, does social media lie?
It does.
Okay. You care to elaborate there?
Social media is something which, you see, from social media, you can either get positives or negatives, right? In everything. And it is a way, because it's a marketing strategy or a marketing platform, whatever you want to portray on that can be good or bad. So that is what I mean by that. It can actually go wrong also if you keep telling people something which may not be the right thing. They will follow it, and if they would trust an influencer, then you're definitely going to go that way.
Okay, so many countries, France, China, South Korea, Japan, Australia, and even UAE are advocating digital detox with limiting screen time, especially for kids. Being an influencer, what are your views?
I can control my screen time, but I cannot control someone else's. My children's I can. How one can get away from it is that you talk about it. And I'm glad you brought it up, because maybe I'll talk about this on my gram also, that screen time is not good for us and we
Yes.
should reduce it.
Yes.
Because sometimes we don't
So
think
another
of these
thing that I'd
things.
like you to talk about, I've done a show on cyber awareness, cyber safety, and cyber security.
Sure.
Right? I've worked with cyber crime. I'm
Yes.
heading a department also. And a lot of things I want to make awareness for children as well, and I'll share that show with you as well, is children tend to share a lot of information in real time, not realizing how vulnerable they're making themselves. And just to encourage people कि real time मत share करो कोई चीज़. हम बैठे हुए कहीं कहाँ बैठे हैं क्या हैं.
I
Because a
agree.
lot of crime and a lot of incidents happening around that.
I agree with you 100%.
Right? And second thing I always tell people is no matter how much someone says, they will not delete it. This is something we really need to push, that there is no promise of deleting it. It
Ever.
never gets deleted.
Yes, 100%.
John Maxwell says we are all influenced more than we influence. You, mashallah, influence over 70,000 people a day. So tell me, who inspires you and who influences you?
Never thought of that. I think experience and life and people who I like. Maybe they like just now, like you've influenced me on these two things. I'm going to talk about these, right? So people, when they say something which makes sense to me,
Yeah.
they're my influence. I get influenced by them.
But any names that you'd like to give?
Not
Anyone who you think influences you? I follow Professor Jiang, right, for world events. I follow Zateo. I follow Omar Shahid Hamid. Like all these people I follow for
inspiration.
Inspiration.
I have my own inspiration. I inspire myself.
Okay. So, Samiah, that was it. I'll ask one more question before I close it.
Sure.
Do you want to give any message to the people out there watching you right now?
Yes, I would. I would like to tell everyone that, the world is a very cruel and harsh place, and we need to be kind to everyone around. And you don't know what's going on behind closed doors for everyone. So put yourself in someone else's shoe. If they react to you in any way, just put yourself in their shoes for a second and see why, and be kind to them, because you'll realize that there's something off somewhere, and you can be kind and they'll make that person's day.
Samiah, it was so good having you on our show today. We hope to have you again sometime.
Inshallah. Thank you so much for having me here at the GrayZone.
So that was it for the GrayZone this week. We'll be inshallah back next week with another episode. Until next week, stay curious, stay critical, and keep asking questions, because between the black and the white lies the grey.